In the 50s and 60s, about 24% of women worked outside of the home. By the 70s and 80s, that number had doubled. So almost, 50% of women were then working outside of the home. So all of a sudden we had more money as families, but we didn't have as much time. So at the same time, in the late 70s, this little TV channel came online called ESPN. So now I could turn on my TV and I can see Tiger Woods putting on Johnny Carson's show, or I can see Nadia Comaneci winning the Olympics. All of a sudden, the sports is even now, on all the time, and I'm seeing it. At the same time, Adam Walsh was abducted in the Florida Mall in 79, and 38 million people turned on their TV to find out that the world is a very scary place. And now parents started to feel like, oh, I can't just open my door and let my kids go out and play. We need to control them. And academically, reports start coming out that the Americans are not raising the smartest kids. We're falling behind academically too, foreshadowing for college cheating scandal, right? We've started to all of these things started happening at once. I don't think there was any big epiphany, but then you have dads, mostly dads, saying, hey, I got some free time after work. I'll run Johnny's baseball team. And through totally good intentions, they start volunteering. But then dads start getting competitive and saying, well, gosh, if we got the other three boys in the neighborhood on the team, maybe we could be better. Then maybe we could win. And I think over time, and then we started introducing AAU or travel team and club sports into the, late 80s, early 90s. And now we've seen that 10x. I don't know, it's over $20 billion business. It's bigger than the NFL, the whole thing of youth sports. So all of a sudden it's gotten so big that it's a money-making machine. And now what you see are when you sign your kid up for a sport, you can't just do, I was just up in Bend, Oregon speaking, and a lot of the parents said, we don't really care about our kids playing in college. We just want them to make the high school team. And if you don't play club, you can't play at the biggest high school. And that's a problem, right? And that's kind of where we've come, is it's gotten to, there's so much competitive spirit going on at such a young age that you can't just wait. I didn't start playing volleyball until I was a freshman in high school and ended up playing in college. That just doesn't happen anymore unless you're a freak of nature. And I wasn't. It was just luck that I happened to be taller and, slightly more athletic, but had somebody who believed in me and said, oh, I think I can train you to be a good volleyball player. But anymore, if you're not getting it, getting exposure, at least earlier on, these kids are getting left behind. And that's a problem.